All right, my friends. Was that time? Part 48. We are getting close to the end, man. We are getting close to the end. Incredible. All I have to say is let's continue. This is part 48 of GenoSamuel's Christian: A Comprehensive History. Always takes a moment to start. There we go.
What made her this way?
I don't know, dude. You gotta tell me.
What is the attraction? What keeps us fascinated?
I don't know.
This is the story of Christian.
That's my excited face. What do you think about that? Okay. So much delay.
Hello?
Hello there. Yes, Christine.
Yes.
It is my distinct honor to be talking to you. As you know, I'm Arthur Spatchcock. It's a pleasure.
I can't. Did you say yes? Wait.
Distinct honor to be talking to you. As you know, I'm Arthur Spatchcock. It's a pleasure, really it is.
Thank you.
I have been a long-time fan of Sonichu. I mean, implicably so.
Wait, what was his name again? Spatchcock?
Oh.
Incredible.
On January 23rd.
Like, this has to be the most obvious troll. How do you fall for this, Chris? How do you fall for it?
2016, Christine had a phone call interview with Kiwi Farms user, Master Disaster, pretending to be one Sir Arthur Spatchcock, an English entrepreneur, working with a company which was possibly interested in developing Sonichu-related merchandise, or an animated series.
Now, as I said, I'm interviewing you because I want to get some personal information about Sonichu and a little bit about yourself. For example, I cannot wait to see some more pages of the latest chapter, Chapter 11. Great, the Christmas special is fantastic.
Okay, thank you.
But are there more coming? Because I can tell you right now, I know a few rabid fans, my niece included, who can't wait to see some more.
Yes, more pages will be coming and are still in the works. It just depends on my mood and how I feel on the days, because...
What's interesting is that, like, okay, this guy's obviously a troll, but, like, Chris's response is kind of bizarre. And the only reason I say that is because, like, okay, this is some guy that you think, is this, I don't know. I guess because of the name, I assumed that they have, like, money or something. I don't know, like, whatever. Okay.
Oh, yes, we all get the frumps.
Perfect.
Yes, we all get the frumps.
Indeed.
They discussed the storyline of the Sonichu comics and Chris's process of making her custom amiibo figurines,
Okay.
before moving to topics of physical health.
So you really are taking care of yourself physically. I've noticed in the last couple of videos that you've done, you've been looking a lot slimmer.
Thank you.
You know what's interesting? Chris could have I just thought about this now. Could have totally created like a Patreon where it's like, oh, I'll chat with you if you pay me money on Patreon or something. They would make so much money.
It's nice to see you taking care of yourself.
Yes, I try to get out and about most days of the week and get at least the 1,000 to 10,000 steps, if
Wow.
not greater.
1,000 to 10,000. That's a really big disparity in steps. Like, that's not 1 to 10,000 steps. That's a huge disparity. It's like, maybe like 1 to 2,000, but 1 to 10. Okay.
1,000 steps, that's impressive. Even I don't get that many, but I sit in front of a computer all day doing work, so I don't have that choice.
I'm sitting behind my desk or sitting with the dogs and giving them some time, but I try to make time for my family as well during each day.
How has your mother
What?
been, if I'm not digging too deep?
Wait, do you just like shake the wristband? Is that what they have? Like one of the wristbands, they just shake it up and down? I feel like that's what Chris would do. If I'm being absolutely honest with you, I feel like most of us would be like, yeah, that sounds about right, you know?
If that's going too far, just let me know.
My mother is in quite good health. She is not lazy or fat like
Dogs.
a Snorlax, like some people.
I've
believe.
seen the jokes. I find them in completely poor taste.
Yes, very poor taste and quite most
Right.
inaccurate.
The two then returned.
I like that. And quite most inaccurate. It's almost like Christine has picked up on the cadence in his voice and decided to try to like fucking emulate it in some capacity. Probably because she finds it very distinguished.
The topic of Sonichu, the story of its past and future, covering subjects like the Troll, Alec Benson Leary, and his Asperchu comics, Count Graduan, and Metal Sonichu.
All right, Christine, I think we've covered enough on this first little meeting. I'll get back to you in a few days to see how things have turned out with my superiors.
Okay, thank you, Arthur.
Yeah, okay, that's what I had thought. So this is a guy that you think is calling you to offer some kind of an opportunity, and he's like, yeah, I like your comics. Like, yeah, I basically get to them whenever I feel like it. Why? You know, I don't know. If somebody was offering something to me, I'd be like, yeah, I could do more if you want to offer some kind of financial incentive. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, but okay.
No problem, Christine. You have a nice evening.
Yes, you have a good evening, too.
Hey, Poe, we've been talking about the health quality of grapes, and I've been raising awareness of dried grapes. Very funny. I like that joke. Thank you.
Y'all take care.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Y'all take care.
On January 25th, Christine wrote on Facebook that her neighborhood had received a great amount of snowfall, which may delay her shipments of customers' orders by around a week. She offered an update concerning the delays in video form later that day.
Hello, good day once again to all my people on the internet. Christine Chandler coming to you live from house. Yep, it is literally up to my knees out there with snow.
Wow.
I was able to take a pass to the street into the mailbox.
Maybe you should shovel it, Christine. Or maybe the estrogen would make you feel a little too weak to shovel. I don't know. Are they on estrogen? I have no idea.
It's going to be quite longer for being able to get the car out. So it might not be till the end of the week till I'm able to ship the recent orders out. But the patients will be rewarded. And I appreciate everybody's continuing support.
With what? The patients will be rewarded with something that if you just got it out on time would be the same reward. So it's not really necessarily being rewarded for your patients. Let's just be very direct here, you know?
And patients. And anyway, on that note, I would like to present a poem from a fan who has made a request onto me, and this is an unpaid solicitation.
Wow.
Dear Christine, you've brought smiles to my face all over the years. I felt so much joy at your triumphs and pain over your tears. I first found you online only when I was 15, and found you the most fun online person that I've ever seen. I know you haven't had it easy. So often life has been tough, but you've stayed true to yourself, and that's something I love.
Wow.
So stay happy, Christine. Appreciate the good, ignore the rest. There's a still true fan like me out there who always thinks you're the best.
That sounds like Christine wrote that themselves. But what a nice thing to say. I truly hope it's not a troll, because that would be so fucked up. That would be horrible if that was a troll. That would be so fucked up, dude.
It's very nice and lovely. Thank you.
Okay.
On January 26th, Chris and Arthur Spatchcock had another interview session, which was also recorded by the troll. Chris briefly talked about the troll-created quickie before moving on to her arrest.
What do you mean Arthur Spatchcock's not real? I thought that I was for sure this time. I'm like, this one's real. You know what I mean? Like, didn't we all feel that way? I was like, this is the real one, man. This is Arthur Spatchcock is definitely real.
Yeah, I was arrested the night of December 26th, 2014. I was not able to get back home until the following Monday.
Oh my.
Yeah, so I spent a weekend hibernating in jail.
I hope they fed you well.
Yes.
Teas and biscuit or the cheeseburgers or pizza? I don't know. I've never been arrested.
Well, actually, it was more like bit of meat, a little bit of fruit, and some milk and juice and water.
Okay, all right. Sounds about pretty common jail time grub, I guess.
Quite.
All right. So we covered...
Quite. I fucking died. This is so weird. Chris is really just trying to imitate it a little bit. Oh, quite. Oh my god. Okay.
A little bit of the jail indecencies and all that stuff. Now, they mentioned another thing, and this one really caught their attention, because this was the big court case. Michael Snyder.
Yes, the owner of the closed-down game and hobby place.
Oh, it's closed down now.
Yes, it's been closed for about a year or two now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, this is 2016, so that would have been Oh man, that's like in 2014. That's like towards the end of like our like what we would call the Great Recession in America. I think it started in 2008. I guess they just couldn't survive it, man. Also with like the whole technology phase, I feel like physical stores kind of like dried out a little bit. Because like you could just kind of buy a lot of your stuff on the internet and the interwebs, you know. Still sad.
Store for chocolates.
Really? Do you go there often?
No, but I've driven by there, so I have. So that's how I know.
Yeah, you should stop in sometime. Take a look around the place. See if they're done with it.
Yeah.
They then move on to other topics, such as the unlikely possibility of getting the quickie removed, the Chandler's house fire, and Chris's half-brother.
Now, we've covered that, and the next question that came up was, do you actually have a brother by the name of Cole Smithy, or is that just a horrible troll joke?
Oh, no, it's true. My half-brother, Joseph Cole Smithy, my mother gave birth to him. Has his own mental and physical traumas. He left our mother and had a chip on his shoulder against her. Moved to New York.
He has his own mental and physical traumas, and he left him. I mean, I wonder who gave them the trauma. Was it the mother by chance? I'm just speculating.
York and became the.
Thank you. I'll take a look at it in a little bit. Thank you.
became the movie critic with his own website, ColeSmithy.com.
Wait a minute, he's the Cole Smithy, the movie critic?
Yes.
No, he's quite well known over here. He's like a celebrity.
Yes, the world's smartest movie critic.
Oh, I see.
Well, though, at least, even though I might disagree with him on the review of the Toy Story 3 movie, but at least we agree on Inside Out.
Why? How good was the Toy Story movie? It's so funny that like Christian is like hate reading his brother's, or sorry, Christine is hate reading her brother's content. What did he say about Toy Story 3? By the way, can I tell you, Toy Story 4, in my opinion, possibly, I mean, I don't want to say the best Toy Story, but I personally enjoyed it more than I've ever enjoyed any other Toy Story. And I saw it as an adult, so it's like different. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? It was just very fun. I was surprised because Toy Story 3, I wasn't a huge fan of. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Wasn't the biggest fan of it. But Toy Story 4, it was so much fun. It was interesting. It was engaging. It was like a moving on story. You know, Woody had. It was very human. It was very human. I liked it. You thought it sucked? I personally liked it. It was a very human story. It was like, you know, Woody became obsolete, and it was like his struggle with that. And I thought it was very real. You know? So I thought it was great.
Yes, I've heard a lot of people disagree with his review of Toy Story 3.
Quite. I still have not seen Toy Story 3, but I've seen Toy Story 1 and...
But then how are you going to disagree with his review? What could he have... Yeah, I disagree with it. Why? I don't know. I didn't watch it. Okay. Well, I feel like it might be slightly difficult to disagree with his perspective if you don't know what it is. Oh, man, I'm really getting fucking nated here. Okay. That's just me personally, though.
Some of number 2. It just never came about to my point of view yet.
On January 29th, Christine made a complaint in video form to the people who she thought were mistakenly sending letters to her that were intended to be for Felix Schellberg, better known as PewDiePie, the most viewed YouTuber at the time.
I am making this video as a matter of has come to my attention for a while now, but it's of minor importance, but I'm tired of it, so I'm bringing it up. I want to bring up the matter of one Felix Arvid Oaf.
Are you hate farming PewDiePie? Does PewDiePie respond? That would be excellent. That would be excellent.
Kjelberg, also known on the internet as PewDiePie. Every now and then I keep getting mail that goes out to this guy. And I have his Wikipedia article up here, which I'll post the link to this below this video. I mean, seriously, does this guy look anything like me? No. This is not...
No, you look like shit. But what I would say is, like, I'm sorry, that was mean. Do you really think that you need to post the Wikipedia, like, link below? You know what I mean? Like, who's not going to... where do I find, though? Felix Wikipedia? The 2 most popular things on the internet. Where do I find those? Hey, what did you say? Wicca what? The most popular website? I feel like it is, like, the most popular website on the internet, right? I mean, I don't know. At least when I was in school, because I would use it as a source. Don't care if they said don't use it as a source. You used it as a source, and then you just wrote down some other source that like moderately aligned with it. Like, you know, it didn't even matter. I mean, they don't care, but they don't check sources in school. Now they do. Now they got like the technology that helps them check sources. Dude, what a horrible time to be in school. Like, listen, I understand like, hey, don't cheat, blah 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 blah. But then at the same time, I also feel like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, it's not that deep. You know, like most of the shit you learn in school, the projects are just like, you know, oh, hey guys, I learned this thing. Oh, what should I do? Oh, go write a report about this thing you learned so like I know you learned it. Bitch, you're the teacher. How the fuck are you gonna make me write a book report? You're gonna make me write a whole story on something we talked about in class already? Why? You think that you did a bad job? What, do you think I'm gonna remember this tomorrow? No, I'm not. What the fuck are you asking that for, you know? Why am I bald? I don't know. I just bad genetics. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, brother. Happens to the best of us. I have a lot of testosterone. I have a lot of cum in my balls. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of coom. A lot of coom. Okay.
Not me whatsoever. I do not know this person at all.
I'm not so sure. He looks very similar to you.
Lord knows where he is, but okay, yeah, he's residing currently in the UK. And he was born in Sweden. No, Ruckersville, Virginia. This is not me. I am not this Felix Arvid of Kjelberg or PewDiePie. You have the wrong address. Stop sending mail to this guy. at my address.
Okay.
Okay? Because it's annoying. And I thought, for a long time, I thought it was prank mail. But I look him up on the internet today, I find this Wikipedia article. So,
I like how just the fact that I like how just on the fact that like PewDiePie is a real person means that it's like it can't be prank mail anymore. That's very interesting to me. It's like, oh, I thought it was prank, but he's a real person. It's like, well, it could still be a prank, Christine.
again, not
What was
this
that?
guy. Not Felix.
Okay.
He does not live here whatsoever. There is no Felix, Arvid, Oak, Kilbert, or PewDiePie here whatsoever. Okay?
Okay. Thanks.
And let's see. I have more money coming in, and I'll be shipping everything out after the weekend's over. I have some more things. I have some more medallions and whatever to make over the weekend. I'll get everything shipped out on about Monday. Thank you, and have a good, pleasant day.
You too.
On February 1st, Christine announced on Facebook that she decided to end her embargoes against GameStop, Best Buy, and other retailers who had banned her because her actions did not have any effect on the companies. She used this short post as a preface.
I'm giving up my activism because it's not working. I mean, like, that sounds like you never really gave a shit about the activism in the first place.
For her next lengthier post, in which she wrote that since her birthday was coming up, she would like someone to purchase for her a PlayStation 4 and a PlayStation camera. In return, Chris would offer the first person to send her the game console before February 24th a $500 voucher for her Etsy online store. She specified that the items had to be purchased new from a store's website, such as Amazon, Best Buy, or GameStop, and recommended some possible URL links to her wished gifts.
So you'll get $500 worth of bullshit medallions and amiibos if you get her a new PlayStation 4. Sounds like a good trade.
The next day, Chris wrote that for the month of February, designated pairings of her Sonichu amiibos would be available for purchase at a reduced price.
Are those sitting on blocks of cheese? Oh, it's probably Legos. Okay.
She also introduced a new item up for sale, her Yup, I'm on TV DVD, which was originally made to celebrate his 25th birthday. Also on that day, Master Disaster uploaded his third interview session with Christine on the QB forums.
Alright, well, we're going to start off right with the biggest issue, I think. I'm going to call it the Blue Spike incident.
Oh yes, that was one of my theoretical ex-girlfriends who turned out to be an immature boy. I have no idea whether he's alive or not, whatever, still alive. But anyway, aside from that, and I ended up making a drive.
That was one of my ex-girlfriends, turned out to be a boy, a little boy. I personally, I wouldn't have phrased it like that. I think that maybe that's phrasing is possibly detrimental. That's it. Yeah, wouldn't have said it.
I all the way from here to Cleveland, Ohio. I ended up going to the address I was provided there, and Blue Spike was not there at all. Just an old woman, and the house looked nearly run down as well.
That's just horrible. Why would someone do that?
Agreed.
Well, they're either bored, jealous, immature, what have you, amongst the stereotypical reasons.
I bet it was jealousy. Alright, now the next thing that falls into the same category is, I need to know if you faked this or not. Did he actually have you insert broken pieces of your medallion into your rectum?
Unfortunately, that is true.
That's just horrible. How could that happen? I can't believe it. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I believe at that time my PlayStation Network account was being held hostage as well.
Okay,
wow.
Okay. So he was holding your thing hostage, so you were just forced into a situation you didn't like.
And then later on I finally realized that all the time I should have called Sony and actually had them patch up the password, and that would have fixed it. I would not have had to go through all that.
Bro, Blue Spike, so far from what I've seen, I think is the worst troll. We're only on episode 48 though, so.
Big lesson learned and ingrained into my memory against my will, pretty much.
Yes, it sounds horrible. I can't believe it myself. It hurts me to think that happened to you.
That sounds unironically and legitimately traumatic, dude. That's exactly what it sounds like to me. Jesus Christ, that's terrible. Could you fucking imagine, bro? Could you fucking imagine?
They then discussed Christian's brief tenure at the fast food restaurant, Wendy's.
Alright, now this is a...
Wendy's nuts in your mouth.
Slight business question, but on the quickie, it mentions something about you losing a job before from terrifying a small child.
No. That was when I was working at Wendy's for a few months. There was a child crying because the child was tired. I had nothing to do with making that child cry.
Okay.
I had nothing to do with it whatsoever. And I was just happy to be at the table nearby as it was happening, and I went by there, and I wanted to help them be on their way. So I offered to get them a lid for their baked potato they were having, and I got them a lid for their baked potato.
So
they're crying, so you wanted to get... It sounds like... I don't remember this story being told. Maybe it's just so long ago. It sounds like Chris was getting annoyed with the crying, so that they decided to try to get him out of the store. Which makes sense, I guess. Okay.
Because it says on the quickie that it had something to do with Donald Duck.
But yeah, that was not the case at that time.
That was pretty good. I like that. That's nice. That completely caught me off guard.
I fucking hate this
funny.
guy so much. I hate this guy
I noticed
so
on
much.
the quickie, it mentions that every once in a while, you get gifts and donations from people. Sometimes surprising, sometimes anticipated.
Yes. Yes.
What kind of things do you get? I mean, exactly. I mean, I hope you're not getting, like, shoeboxes full of cat poop or, you know...
No, that does not happen very often. Only one time, though, somebody had sent me a Tupperware full of horse manure. And we put that in...
I'm sorry. No, you gotta be kidding.
Well, I mean, Chris, if you had a farm, that could have been very helpful. You know? That could have been a really helpful thing. If you had a little farm... You could have done something with that manure. I mean, that's just my opinion. But.
No, that's just wrong.
Yeah, but anyway, we put that in the trash immediately after we figured.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you get money, or is it like useful household items like soap or toilet paper, things like that?
Yeah, they have. Yeah, especially after the fire, we have received a few helpful items in the mail. We have received some monetary donations around Christmas time, like one or two actual functional gift cards to be redeemed, but somebody one or two sent me empty gift cards as a joke.
No, that's just mean.
Yeah.
That's just fucked up. Oh, sorry. It's a little funny, but that's fucked up, dude.
On February 4th, Christine herself shared the recorded interviews on the audio and music hosting and sharing site SoundCloud. 5 days later, Chris notified her Facebook followers that she was feeling off and mildly dizzy. On February 11th, she made an update, writing that she was feeling better and was up for fulfilling more orders for medallions and books. She then reminded her audience that her birthday was soon approaching and suggested that someone could buy for her the Destiny PS4 bundle, which would include a white-color PlayStation 4 game console and controller, and the game Destiny. Alternatively, people could buy her any of the Lego sets, which she listed in her wishlist album on Facebook.
So that was a troll, but that didn't seem so bad. Maybe I'm speaking too soon, but...
Or a selection of games for the PS Vita console. The next day, Christine addressed some criticisms regarding her request for a PS4. I never said, "Everyone, send me a console. One person to send the one console and camera is all. I am not the US Air Force that needed over 100,000 PlayStations for their supercomputer, and I never requested for more than one
Is that a real thing? I just feel like it's not, but...
PlayStation 4 with PS4 camera is all I requested, and is all I need. I do not like being left behind.
Wouldn't it make more sense to, like, sell some kind of an internet gift card? Like, oh, guys, I want to get the new PlayStation, so I'm gonna sell gift cards to my Etsy shop. It's not a real gift card, but if you give me if you give me like $20 or more, fucking wife says on my door listening to me, $20 or more, I'll give you a $20 gift card. You know what I mean? Like, this way it's not like I'll give you $1 because then it gets annoying to deal with, but that would have made more sense.
In tech, like the rest of you all. Also, who in this world, with a modern touch screen phone at least, never felt even tempted to spend on apps in their respective mobile stores? And PC and console gamers. Who amongst you lot have not spent less than $100 on your new computer upgrades?
But then also, it's like, what a waste, because if you're struggling with money and you know, fucking PS4, whatever.
Software and apps, even into the thousands. And you all who have spent at least $1 on your app and game stores, you all are no more guilty than I am. I do not judge any of you all for spending on what you want. We each have our own wants and needs respectively. So, when you look at my generous offer, empathize.
Well, first of all, it's not generous. You're not even, you're giving them $500 worth of like bullshit. But more than that, like it's one of those things where it's like if you're complaining about money, you shouldn't be asking for money for a fucking PlayStation. You know, that's the biggest issue, I think.
And put yourself into my situation.
U.S. Air Force got a bunch of PS4s, connect them together to make a supercomputer. Is this real or is this some like fucking nerd shit? U.S. Air Force gets a bunch of PS4s. Okay, apparently they got 1,760 of them, and they actually did do this. Why? Whatever, I don't care. Why would they do that?
Not rich. Wants to get back into the game. Require the new hardware when support for the old is fading over time. What can you do? You look to...
I just feel like there's better... You could buy other supercomputers, AI to play games. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense, but like, this was like years ago. How many years ago is this? Why not just have a... It makes more sense to not do that, doesn't it? Maybe, like, if they have the resources, wouldn't it make more sense to buy a simulator? I don't know. Whatever. What am I
trade
thinking
for
with these
or
things?
update the new tech, reaching out towards other people for the help. And that is what I am doing and offering. Alright? Thank you. Have a good and safe day.
You too, Chris.
She then addressed the controversy via a YouTube video uploaded later that day.
Well, first off, I definitely want to make it clear that my offer for my services and merchandise for a PS4 console and with the camera for my birthday, yeah, I did not mean to offend anybody by that. I thought it was a nice offer, you know. A whole lot of work for value that's a little bit more than the retail value of the items. I don't really understand what was so off-putting with that, but I do apologize for offending everybody.
It was interesting. I wonder if there was like a lot of people that were upset or there was a few people, and you know what I mean? And, because, like, you're always going to get your haters, bro. You're always going to get your haters.
And I would also like to apologize, since I'm doing an apology video right now, to every male and people with Asperger's who have said hateful things to and
why every male and people with Asperger's?
In the past.
Oh, okay.
I still have my own subconscious feelings against the majority of the male population, but that's not your fault. That's not your problem. It's my problem, and it's just in general. I'm still uncomfortable around males. That's just me. It's not any of you. All right.
Wait, this is actually 100% fair and reasonable. It has been primarily men that have been fucking with her for her entire life. So it actually kind of makes sense that she would not like dudes. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest with you. I mean, you know, like I get it. It is what it is. You know, like you shouldn't treat men fundamentally disrespectful because you've had bad interactions with men. But I could see why you would be weary and skeptical. So okay.
I'm very sorry about all the hurtful things I said in the past in regards to the males and people with Asperger's. Harry Potter's okay too.
Thanks.
He's okay. Don't really have much against him except that he was in competition with Pokemon so many years ago. But
what the fuck's Harry? Fucking Harry Potter? What? Where the fuck did Harry Potter come from? What the fuck?
Different plane right there. But yeah, I mean, yeah, seriously though, I do mean no offense to anybody whatsoever. But the offer's still open, you know, as long as I receive the console and the
Does Harry Potter have Asperger's? I'm very confused.
Before, preferably before, or on my birthday, which is the 24th of February this year. I picked issuing about...
Is it only on the 4th of February of this year, or is it possibly on the 4th of February of every year? Whatever, 24th. What did you need to say this year? Okay.
Voucher because I can't read people's minds on what they want, and this way they get to pick and choose from the store and for what they want in exchange. I'm just trying to do an honest thing, you know, giving the person who gives me the gift, you know.
Okay.
I mean well. I have good intentions. I'm very serious. Okay.
I know. I'm a doctor too. All right, that was a Steve Brule thing.
Thank y'all for your continued support and all that. Have a good, safe day.
And all that. Thanks, Chris.
On February 15th, Chris made Sonichu Issue 4 available for purchase from her Etsy store for $15. On that same day, she offered a special promotional code to celebrate her birthday, which would allow customers to get a copy of Sonichu Issue 4 for free if purchasing one of her select Amiibo figurines. Christine made another Facebook post that day, quoting a message she received from a fan who aimed to explain that the reason people were upset with her asking for a PS4 was because people thought she would not deliver on her promise to grant the generous donator the $500 voucher, in a similar vein as in when Chris received a $1,000 donation from YouTuber DStex to complete 100 new Sonichu pages, but had yet to do so. Christine wrote that she promised not to forget about the voucher. As for the lack of comic book pages, she gave several reasons for this, including an inability to get a drawing routine successfully habitual due to emotions and mood, bleeding autism, stresses in life, financial troubles, and her fickle internal clock, which switched her from being a day person to a night person.
Okay, I mean, I get the whole thing where, like, you know, you have a bad sleep schedule. What the fucking like, you could work at night. Yeah, you know this. Yeah, right. Am I the only one who knows that? Or is that common knowledge? You could do work at night, or maybe it's just me. I don't know.
The next day, she made a video addressing a certain Julia, possibly fulfilling a paid video request.
This here's a special video going out to Julia, friend of a friend who suggested I do this video. But anyway, so Julia, I understand you're transitioning, coming out as a lesbian trans.
Julia, I understand that you're coming. Yes.
Good for you. Anyway, yeah. Mier wishes you good luck on your transition very much. And from me, I say, welcome to the group. Huh? The group. The group. Of us, the LGBTQ. Good luck with that. And have a great and safe day.
Good luck with that.
Julia.
This was soon followed by a video in which she advertises her business.
Welcome to the Quickfield Guardian channel, the official and main source for everything Sonichu and Rosechu and the city of Quickfield, Virginia, and myself, Christine Weston Chandler, or past known Christian Weston Chandler. I'm still offering the $500 voucher, which I could definitely and personally guarantee delivery as such. And also, let's do this. Alright, There'll Be Planet 3, the first video I'll live stream through my PlayStation 4 after I get it. I'll comment on the autism tutorial, all 7 parts, that's counting the extra, through the PS4's version of Little Big Planet 3.
Well, I mean, now I feel like you guys have to give her the money. We have to see this Let's Play that Chris has created, by the way. First Let's Player, you know? That's probably why people get confused with Chris Chan and PewDiePie, because they're both Let's Players, right? But they don't realize. I think that Felix was the first person to do Let's Play, but no, it was Christina Weston Chandler.
After I figure out the live streaming and everything, more authentic than the other tranny. Let's just leave it at that. There's no right.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so
she then advertises some of her customized amiibo figurines before moving on to talking about politics.
Alright, well, we can talk politics a little bit.
What is...
I mean...
Moving on to talk about politics? What the fuck? Dude, Geno's killing me.
On to talking about politics.
Alright, well, we can talk politics a little bit.
Politics, dude.
I
fucking hate it, and I love it at the same time the way that Geno says that shit. Like, he'll just reinforce whatever, like, ridiculous thing that Christine says, like a misspelling or whatever. And he doesn't even pay any mind to it. It fucking kills me, bro. It kills me.
I hope that Hillary Clinton will still be in the running for president on the upcoming elections, because I definitely would vote for Sarah Palin back in 8 years ago, 2008. Had she still been running. But now I end up having to choose between McCain and Obama. And I watched both the documentaries and ended up with Obama because I felt he was reliable.
I love that, like Hillary and Palin are just like the incomplete, like polar opposite of each other. But, and I was like, why would you vote for Palin? Like, why would you vote for Palin or Hillary like that? Why are those? Because they're women. That's it. That's Christine's entire perspective. They're just women. Okay.
Sense of his suffering and everything.
But if you look at it on the perspective of the oppression ladder, a black person is closer to a woman than a old white man. And I guess that's the perspective that Christina was looking at it from.
I can feel for that as well. But I feel like America needs a woman's touch finally after all these years. So
you need a woman's touch.
Hillary Clinton, stay in the polls. We want you for president. I want you for president.
Okay.
Because if you're not running, then I'd have to vote for the other males.
Yeah, like Bernie Sanders.
I got nothing against him personally, but still, this nation needs a woman's touch. And
this nation is a code word for Christine. Touch my unclit.
That's about what I have in my mind right now. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
On February 20th, Chris wrote on Facebook that while watching the TV show Pawn Stars, the host, Rick Harrison, stated his sentiment regarding social media, with which she agreed wholeheartedly. She reflected that whenever she went out, everyone's face seemed to be glued to the screens of their phones or tablets, and were not directly talking to one another, and wished that the previous common courtesy of face-to-face greetings would make a comeback. Her gal pal, Kim Wilson,
it is a little funny and ironic that like somebody with autism is like, I wish people would do more face-to-face greetings. It's like, oh, okay. I'm sorry, it's just a little funny, no?
Commented that the number of people meeting up in real life was only increasing due to the internet, and pondered if Christine was doing something
only because they struggle with social interaction. That's the joke, guys. Okay.
wrong. Her other friend, Jessica Quinn, added to the discourse, stating that some self-reflection could be in order, and suggested that Chris reevaluate if she did anything that made her seem socially undesirable, and remove all fear of meeting new people. Kenneth Engelhart also commented that Chris could use the social media site Twitter to follow personal accounts in addition to corporate accounts, and start up casual conversations with people there, which may lead to something developing in real life. At around the same time, Christine got in contact with Sam and Ellen, a lesbian couple who are most likely trolls. After meeting on a forum, they asked if Chris was willing to become a sperm donor for them. Chris made for them a video showing her viability by displaying.
Bro, I don't even know if I have it in me. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean, dude?
Her stock of frozen semen, which she kept in the freezer of the family's fridge, at a temperature which would in fact render her specimen lifeless and unusable. This video was leaked to Marvin of the Kiwi Farms, who then shared it to the public towards the end of February.
Hello,
What?
Samantha and Ellie. This is...
Dude, what the fuck? I don't know how to process that information. So Christine has been storing their sperm in the freezer. That's disgusting. My mom would smack the fuck out of me. Wait, what? What temperature does sperm need to be kept at? Sperm freezing needs to happen in a laboratory with the proper equipment in place. Temperature average freezer is minus 18 degrees centigrade. Sperm needs to be stored at 196 degrees centigrade. What is centigrade to Fahrenheit? Is that just Celsius? Yeah, it is. So it needs to be stored at negative 300. Wait, hold on. Wait, what? It's got to be cold as fuck. Anyway, great.
Christine Chandler.
Me can't pull you.
How do you even find that out? Like, how did science is incredible. Just saying.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, so...
You know it costs like $1,200 a year to freeze your sperm? Crazy stuff. The more you know.
Yeah, this is me. And, I'm the one who's offering to lend the sperm out. I put out a fresh sample earlier today. I put in the fridge upstairs. Which I will gladly go upstairs and show you in a moment. But yes, I am a lesbian trans woman. And I've been famous for my characters and books and whatnot for over a decade. Just as everything says true, and the only thing I regret would be the...
It's like every, failure college student says, yeah, I've been famous for... I've had my books out for a decade, like... I don't know.
Things I've recorded in the past I was blackmailed into doing. Or against my original will that I would never do personally or regularly. Alright, so let's go upstairs and I'll show y'all. Oh yeah, here's the sample I put out today. I labeled it carefully. You can tell it's not as frozen yet compared to the older samples.
Okay.
Yeah. That was like less than a year ago.
Okay.
But anyway, that's all very good and everything, so hopefully y'all will still consider me for your donor. Thank you and have a good day.
On February 23rd, Chris wrote that she was feeling unwell due to a possible urinary tract infection and a painful speck of dirt in her right eye, in addition to the stress of taking care of the elderly and feeling old herself. The next day, she shared the song
Mood.
Spirit Journey Formation Anniversary from the cartoon series Aqua Teen Hunger Force, an alternative to the Happy Birthday song, accompanied by a Facebook post, which simply read 34 bells, to commemorate her 34th birthday. On the 25th, Christine made a YouTube video to let her audience know of what transpired on her birthday.
Alright, so yeah, yesterday was my 34th birthday. I have received, and I do not promote such dishonesty, gift cards that had no activation and no value or money on them at all. And also, did I have received another piece of mail? This one had a scratch.
Chris, I thought you didn't like mail. You get it because they don't like men. It's funny. That's funny.
Stuffed lottery ticket that was not clear. That was clearly not a winner. And I certainly did not receive a PlayStation 4 console, even much less the white one with the Destiny game and all that.
Okay, that's sad.
Also, those of you who have been watching my PlayStation Network activity,
I haven't.
You've noticed I've had to go through my whole disk library once again. It's because I've ended up having to reformat my hard drive because of a corrupted firmware file on it. That's upsetting, but I've got that settled and fixed, and all the games have been reinstalled and the DLC re-downloaded and everything, so and yet still no PS4 because I need to catch back up in the technology and everything.
Okay.
What else? I don't know much else. My brain's gone blank. I have so much anxiety built and pent up to my life, so it's no wonder my mind is constantly off and on blank. I'm sorry I'm not so funny, but if I don't feel it, then it just doesn't come up as easily.
I agree.
Oh well. In a trial of being funny.
It's life, brother.
And now for some random silly things. Hey, look, a monkey. Hi, monkey. Ah! Quit throwing me out of a damn plane. Hi, monkey. Ah! Quit throwing me out of a damn plane. It plays out better in my head. It's actually a character.
Yeah, I bet it does play out better in your head. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I'm a little scared, guys. Okay.
I'm stuck in a moody mode, so... Oh well. Thanks for the mouth, and then thanks for nothing. Alright. Have a good day. Thank you.
On February 26th, Chris let her Facebook friends know that she lowered her standards for a PlayStation 4. She offered someone to buy for her any PS4 release bundled with a game, and not necessarily the white-colored one bundled with the game Destiny. She alternatively suggested that someone could purchase an Amazon gift card worth $400 and send it to her email address. In return, she would provide the generous donator with a $500 voucher for her Etsy store. February 28th marked the seeming return of the troll known as Francine, as Chris addressed her merchandise store in a YouTube video.
And right now we are talking about, yes, the copycat, Jeff Ozos. Apparently he is doing something with the...
Is Jeff Ozo? Is that supposed to be like Jeff Bezos? Am I just am I an idiot? Like, what am I missing here? Okay, whatever. It's fine.
Ugly memes that I, in no way or manner, agree to, authorize, or represent at all. And clothing attire items are coming soon, and prototypes are in the works from my associates and I. Anyway, I definitely denounce everything there is with Jeff. I mean, I never even actually considered him a friend, more like an acquaintance, but after Jeff. His behavior over the past, more recently, and everything and whatnot, just a total bastard.
I agree.
But anyway,
Fuck
you want
Jeff.
everything authentic, you buy from me directly on the shops that I inform you all about through this YouTube channel and my Facebook page. Alright, so with that, sense. We shall look at the poor taste items that Jeff is soon to be, quote-unquote, offering. Can I get this thing to... No? Oh well. Alright, so hopefully y'all can see that as clear as day with my camera here.
What the fuck?
I can't see it from the back.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so yeah. That's one of the ugly memes that I in no way represent at all. I really detest the memes. M-E-M-E-S. Especially these maloffensive ones.
I remember when I used to think it was a meme. So, that's boomer information for you.
And, right, there's that.
Okay. There is that, yeah.
darn it. Ick. Very ick. And skip the month here. That one was really bad. Ick. Yeah, really ick. I'm sure
Really?
PVCC would complain about this one. And cake farts. Ick.
Cake
Ugh,
farts.
Really, really bad taste. Ugh.
Yeah, cake farts probably do taste
I
pretty bad.
don't like this one at all. Really bad.
Okay.
But my products have in no way any of these malcontent or offensive content whatsoever. These are definitely lowbrow, what I just showed you. My products are definitely not only authentic and personally authorized, but the opposite of lowbrow. So much better than that. Okay?
Highbrow. Yeah, that would be the opposite, sure.
Alright, so I'll let y'all go with that minor thing. Another update will be coming shortly tonight. Something more on a pleasant topic. Thank you, have a good night.
As Chris re-engaged in a seeming battle with her imposter, Chris found that the extensive documentation of her activities continued to haunt her, and whether she wanted it or not, her past actions, whether they be good or bad, had become a constant part of her life,
Wow.
and like the trolls, would forever stay with her every step of the way.
Very deep. Very deep. And very true. Very deep and very true. You can't argue with that logic. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.